Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. We're back at it again with the Paydirt podcast. It's
Yes,
the one and
brother.
only, the Donfather with the one and only TimboSlice in the building.
My
Hey,
man.
man.
My man.
Hey, bro. We're back at it again with another episode of the Paydirt podcast. Lots been happening this past week.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Hey, that's in the best Mace voice ever, man.
Hey, time to get the party started. Yo, hopefully some of these players can come back from the dead after Massacre week, because it was madness out there. Speaking of madness, today we're recording on Selection Sunday.
Yes,
You know what's going
sir.
on, bro? Brackets, money, pools, all sorts of things are happening for teams you've never heard of.
Hey, pretty much, and this is not an AAU tournament. March Madness is definitely around the corner.
One and done. That's
That's
the name of the game, bro.
And that's it, man. There's been a lot of bloody scenes, bloody crime scenes in the NFL, man, with free agency releases. So it's getting crazy out here, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. And we got
dead.
Very, very so, man. Like, it's to the point where I don't even know where to start. But hey, I mean, just today though, we got to start off with some football talk real quick on today.
I feel like it's
Sunday.
only right. It's only right because right before we came on, Donnie, me and you were talking. Some big happened, and now we all expected this because good old friend at NFL Network over there, Jay Glazer, with the obvious fact, he snuck it in right before the end of the Saints Bucks game, or the beginning of the Bucks game. He was like, "Yeah, and Drew Brees is retiring after this game," and he's like, "Welcome to the game." Everyone's like, what's going on? You just announced that right before you get off camera, and you can't digest it or anything. And we all pretty much knew Drew was retiring. I can't believe he was trying to come back, but it's like, come on, you can't hold New Orleans hostage. The mayor wants Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was in his teams that he wanted to go to from Team 3, not directly from Big 3 himself.
She made a dedicated video and all that, man. Bring Mr. Unlimited down to New Orleans. So I was just signing itself.
Twirling the umbrella.
Yeah. Louisiana style, man. But hey, yeah, Drew Brees, man, retiring us. I mean, I feel like me and TimboSlice here, we getting old. As you see, a lot of people are getting old. It's funny though. We got one old ass quarterback winning Super Bowl championships, and we got another one retiring.
He's laying out the blueprint, by the way. It's so funny. I saw a meme this week. It was like quarterback taking $40 million. I wonder why I can't win a Super Bowl. And Tom Brady, who's taking a pay cut to make sure he can have weapons around him, is like, oh, this is only my 8th one, and I've beaten all of you. And they're like, oh, I still wonder why I can't win a Super Bowl. And it's Tom Brady. Tom Brady's like, I'm showing you the way. I'm showing you how to do this. Longevity is key. Make sure the people that are
everyone gotta eat.
When Tom Brady walks into your building, you immediately get better. Everybody, the equipment managers, the people in the locker room doing the laces and the shoes, extra reps on the jugs. Like, Tom Brady's like, literally, this is how you do. You take pay cuts. You get people around you that buy in. It's like, this is how this works. And it's like, people who, obviously Dak deserves all the money he's getting, but it's like the same thing. They did pay everybody on the Cowboys, but giving Dak his money last, he had all the leverage. Did you see what Jerry Jones said, yo?
Yo, when I first seen that quote, I'm like, nah, that's cap, man. Jerry Jones didn't say that. But at the same time, I should not be surprised. What do you see? He said something as in nature was shout out to Dak, basically the only player who could take advantage of me financially. He sound like he makes it sound like Dak committed a crime or something, like he harassed him.
Yeah, he's like, nature. He got his money. My hand did not cramp when I was writing that check.
For real, bro. For real. I mean, hey, listen. I mean, Jerry Jones there is down in Texas getting that oil money. I mean, the way he moves, he got money for days. I think I was saying in the last episode too. I think
Cash coupons, brother.
bro,
Cash coupons.
too many of them. Too many of them. He could probably
Yo,
feed the whole world. To be honest with you.
this show would not be correct if we did not have some mandatory Cowboys talk. So now that they paid Dak, which was the obvious thing that they should have done, they should have done that 2 years ago. Even like barring his injury, he really showed his value, even though he got hurt. Even though he got hurt, it was like, okay, I know. Yeah, that's just how I feel about Dak. It's like they should have took that money sooner in that offer, even though he had the gruesome injury. That injury was one of the worst we've seen, but I really think Dak, he gets back. He's been at the facility. He's been loyal to them. He showed them that, hey, I'm in it to,
No,
be
for
here as a
sure.
Cowboy.
For sure, for sure. I think Dak was always showing that from the start, and I think like I said last episode too. I mean, shout out to Jerry Jones. I think he is like in one way or another a marketing genius. I mean, the Cowboys aren't America's team for no reason, considering they haven't even
Yeah.
necessarily been to a Super Bowl in God knows how long when dinosaurs were walking the land. That just shows you what Jerry Jones is about. To be honest with you, I think he just elongated that thing just for people to talk about it. And literally,
Fact.
what was it the day before the franchise tag? He wanted to sign Dak for the biggest signing bonus ever in NFL history. So at the end of the day, I'm not
Whew.
surprised. Man. Dak is back. Tom Brady's old and winning Super Bowls. We got another old quarterback retiring.
We do.
We'll see.
Bro.
We'll see who's starting for New Orleans too now,
Yeah.
man.
I just wanted to get into that. Damn, we got ESP, bro.
It's a
So Drew
telepathic
Brees
thing.
retiring, he's one of the greatest to ever do it. Um, he's always been a good guy to New Orleans, San Diego. They wanted him out of there out of the shoulder surgery. He really did a lot for New Orleans. Um, you know, he has the NFL record for career passing yards, which is 77,576. TD passes 549, which Tom Brady will pass those now because he's playing 2 or 3 more years. Tom Brady also got an extension, not to mention. Wow, that rhymed. That might be a crime. Okay.
Bar.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
The
Okay,
mic is on
okay.
fire, man. All he needed is one mic. Hey, we'll say
Back-
the album for later. All right, TimboSlice. We'll say the album for later.
Back to Drew Brees. You know what I mean?
Finax.
Yeah. 549 TD passes and completions, 6,885. Brady ranks second in each of those categories, so obviously he will pass Drew Brees because Tom Brady looks like he will play until he's 50.
I mean, at this rate, it's ridiculous. 4 years.
Tell me about it, dude. Tell me
reconstructed his contract, and like we're saying, just to free up more money, so Tampa Bay, could have just more cap room at the end of the day. Because I believe I was reading earlier on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers roster about 26 of the players on the roster are going into free agency. Was I reading that right?
That is correct. Also, Chris Godwin got franchise tag, so he
Yep.
will be staying with Tampa Bay, and they're going to give him a lot of money. Tom Brady's chasing 8. You got to think he knows, it's within 5 years of him retiring, at least 3 to 5. He's like, why? I don't need money. I just want the satisfaction of winning Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tom Brady is going to get an 8th one either this year or the next year. Or just go for a run, or at least go to another one. I really do. But speaking of Drew Brees, I know we kind of got off the tangent onto Tom Brady, but who do you think is the Saints quarterback? And Taysom Hill getting the contract that he's getting. Do you think Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill gadget plays and that kind of offense? What's your thoughts, Chief?
And man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, Taysom Hill, as we all seen today, he got a 4-year contract, $150 million 4-year extension with 140 million dollars. To me, that's not backup numbers. To me, we all know what Taysom Hill does. He's a Swiss Army knife of New Orleans.
He does a
He
lot. He does a lot for that
he does a
offense.
lot, man. So like I can definitely just see in general him getting that money, yes, but still with those type of numbers, man. Like in one way or another, I see him behind the center, more than you think, for this upcoming season.
Yeah. If he can learn how to throw and throw efficiently, he is an absolute weapon for the New Orleans team.
Yeah.
Like more than he already is.
100%, 100%. I mean, I want to call the man Tim Tebow. I think he a little better than Tim Tebow.
Shout out Tim Tebow. But he actually retired from playing baseball about, I think, maybe a little less than a month ago.
What did he really? See, I mean,
yeah, he did. He was good, bro. He was good. He could never get there, and the Mets were like, "Hey, Tim, you can go do ESPN College Game Day and whatnot. You don't need to keep riding this out." And he's like, "All right, yeah, I'm good. I'm good."
Hey, listen. I guess at the end of the day, we all got different callings. We could pursue our dreams, but our calling is our calling.
And he talks to Jesus. He talks to God. So
that's right.
If God said, "Hey, Timmy, listen, it's time to hang it up. Where's my stimmy, Timmy? Hang it up." Like,
nah, that's a fact, man. That's a fact. I mean, obviously he was a baller. He was a baller athlete, but didn't transition so well to the NFL.
No, he did not.
I just say all that to say is just Taysom Hill's a little bit more, in one way or another, just a little bit more elite than Tim Tebow. I just say Tim Tebow because we all know, compared Taysom Hill to Tim Tebow, because we all know Tim Tebow, he was a decent quarterback, but he wasn't the best passer whatsoever. Taysom Hill can actually he could pass a little bit better, and he's mobile. And he knows the New Orleans playbook inside out, man. And so, just with that said, to answer your question, who will be the starting quarterback for New Orleans? I think it's definitely gonna be start off with Jameis Winston. But one way or another, I feel like he's on a trial period.
Yeah,
they're gonna see how he does these first.
It's gonna be a Cam deal. Speaking of Cam, he re-signed also with the Patriots, and I don't think they're done adding any quarterbacks or anything too. I think they might draft someone as well. And I think Cam knows that. He's like, "Hey, listen, get some people around you." I think Kenny Galladay and Kyle Rudolph go to the Patriots. Bill is playing checkers, not chess in here.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, like, hey, at the end of one way or another, he get the last laugh. I guess in 1 and 2, hey, Tampa Bay, New England, Super Bowl. At this rate, man, I want to be surprised by anything, and I think that will be just a dope ass headline right there.
I think so too.
First Tom Brady, man, like, I don't think anyone would have even seen that coming in 2021. I bet 5 years ago, you ask somebody, Tom Brady would be retiring as a Patriot. We'll see what happens with that. I think Jameis Winston, he's definitely gonna be the starting quarterback though for New Orleans.
You think he has success with the LASIK and stuff? I remember you saying you don't think he would be the answer, but I think he will be. Like, he got LASIK. That obviously the pass that we saw versus it wasn't the Bears, was it? No, it was the Bucks. It was the Bucks because it was against
game,
his
right?
former team. Yep. Yeah, it was against the Bucks. And I think Jameis is going to throw for a lot of yards and then have Taysom Hill to give it off to. They have Kamara. They have Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas.
Got weapons.
They call Michael Thomas Slant Boy for a reason. If they can get Drew Brees and also get somebody who can throw it more than fucking 15 yards down the field, that offense would be scary. Comparatively speaking, with that defense, Drew Brees has held them back the past couple of years. It's just a fact. Teddy Bridgewater was 5-0, I believe. Taysom Hill 2-0. And that had that weird Broncos game with the COVID QBs and shit.
Yeah, that was different, bro. That was different, man.
We're almost at the end. Bro. Texas Rangers are having full capacity stadium. I love it. And, I know some people feel some different ways about some different things, but I just feel like, okay, let's give it a go. And unfortunately bad things happen, but like, yo, we gotta
open that shit up.
We gotta try this shit at some point. Like, yeah, we gotta be normal at some point. And more people would agree with me, just as you do, like than don't agree with me. There's a silent majority of people that wouldn't. You know what I mean?
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, that's a fact. I mean, I feel like everyone is over 2020. People are just trying to move on with life. As you see, 2020 is even transition to 2021. And like you said, at the end of the day, I'm just really
Yeah,
trying to be in the sports arena again and watch a sports game, shit. And
that's
so
what I'm saying.
I feel like once that gets implemented,
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
vaccines and stuff. I'm glad there's a good rollout and whatnot. You know,
Yeah, yeah. I
it's
mean,
just, yeah, it's a funny time to be alive with those things, but um, you know, sports definitely helps keep us sane. There's a lot of other things going on, but Timmy got his stimmy. Donnie,
ah, Timmy got his stimmy.
they they came through. Thank you, Trump and Biden. You know what I mean? Even though uh, it is tax time. Even though they definitely got me there. That's all I'm gonna say. I was doing that before this, waiting for my boy to get on. But yeah, people, just a word of advice: make sure you file your taxes. Don't wait till the last minute.
Hey, April
Okay?
12th, April 12th, ladies and gentlemen. You
Yep.
got a little under a
There
month.
probably will not be an extension this year.
And it's funny too because that's what people are hoping. But at the looks of it, I feel like they're already announced that by then. So we'll see what happens. And the wise was a
Yeah.
Drake. I mean, I haven't done my taxes yet. I'm too turned up. But best believe
Too turned up.
I'm too turned up, man. But life is still good. So best believe I'll probably be
Yeah.
submitting mine within the fourth quarter. So within the
Yeah.
next couple of weeks.
Let me just say it's not something I can rely on this year for to smack my bank account and and crush it up. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. It's funny though,
But
because
yeah,
we'll take the
it's all
government
good.
cheese. Well, but I guess we can wait on the money that we earned.
In the stimulus, think about the stimulus that we've already gotten. That is kind of like the tax return, and what you do with it is ultimately, you know, that's your
Hey,
choice.
be
But
wise. That's all I gotta relate.
speaking of
Be wise,
choices,
man.
bro, there's some crazy free agents in the NFL. Speaking of choices,
Oh yeah, a lot of
who's the one
choices.
you're watching for your New York Giants?
Hey, I mean, we need that offensive weapon. Hey, Kenny, man, we got open arms. Kenny Galladay, you got open arms to New
Who
York.
killed Kenny? Who
Hey,
killed Kenny?
for real, bro, for real. And just believe though, New York will make him come alive. I could see him under those New York lights. I would definitely accept him on the Giants. I mean, as we know, the Giants just got released
He's a
Golden Tate.
playmaker. He's
He
a
is, bro.
playmaker.
He's a playmaker. He's a baller. Still young. The Giants just released Golden Tate a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
He didn't really produce much with the New York Giants, but he was a decent wide receiver to say the most. But bye bye to Mr. Golden Tate. We still have Sterling Shepard on one hand. Um, Evan Ingram. I mean, we still got him as a tight end right now. Darius Slayton, he had some breakout games this prior season. I still definitely think though he's still a reliable wide receiver. So besides Shepard and Slayton and Ingram, Saquon going to be coming back, which is going to be another additional offensive weapon
Yeah.
from his injury. And I hope
Yeah.
he's just playing the same. But hey, for free agency, man, I love to see the Giants pick up Kenny Galladay. They need that offensive weapon, and they need a reliable wide receiver. So
They have a great draft pick too. So I think what they lose on the offensive line with Kevin Zeitler getting massacred, and obviously he's going to find
coming out of there.
another home in free agency. Is he? Everyone thought maybe Nate Soldier should be the person let go, but he's going to be his contract is going to be reconstructed, just like pretty much everybody's with this COVID year. The cap, did you see the cap? It was 185. That's what they agreed on. Somehow this NFL business made money, and there's a lot of people that got cut and people, a lot of rumors flying around. Um, Kenny Galladay, you think he's going to the Giants? If he's going to the Giants, do you think they draft or they pick somebody up in free agency for that offensive line choice, or do you think in the first round they're going to take a playmaker and also get Kenny Galladay?
That's a good question. Now, listen, do I think the Giants are going to get Kenny? To be honest, I don't know. Um, Do we want him and do we need him? Hell fucking yes. I'll tell you that right now.
Hmm.
I just know with the draft pick, it is definitely up in the air. I know there's been many mock draft picks up there. I know most likely Alabama wide receiver Devontae Smith, the Heisman
Hmm.
winner, probably going to be gone by the Giants pick. I believe the Giants. I think they have. I want to say it's the ninth pick, if I remember off the top of my head. Is
Uh,
it a little later than that? You know what
Jalen
it is,
Watt,
Temple Slice?
Jalen Waddle, or Devontae Smith. I think you guys will be in the running for both of them. Actually, to be quite honest with you.
I'm really hoping we can land our hands on Smith, but I think somebody might snatch him up before that. There's a lot of teams out there just before a wide receiver. But I have high
Yeah.
hopes, man. I have high hopes. Even with Jalen Waddle too, man. I wouldn't mind that at all. But I think the Giants are definitely going to try to pursue more of a experienced quote unquote
Number
veteran wide
number
receiver.
11th
You got
overall, and
11.
and
Okay.
people are saying Kyle Pitts from Florida. That
Yeah, I
would
did see that
he
too.
he's
Tight
a
end. Tight
playmaker,
end.
bro. He's
He
a
is.
playmaker. I think he might be better than any of the wide receivers that are in this class.
Now,
Arguably,
is Kyle Pitt a wide receiver or is he a tight end for
he's a
Michigan?
tight end, and he
Okay.
and he can block as well.
Yeah.
He's not just catching and going.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I guess Evan, in one way or another, Mr. Ingram seen the bench a little bit more if they do get in a Kyle Pitts from Michigan. But we need that blocking, man. Like you said too, we still got Soldiers. We just let go of that boy Etler. It's a juggle, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants landed Bud Dupree. As a Steelers fan, I would love that because I always root for the Giants and I would root for Bud
That's
Dupree.
love.
You
That's
know,
love.
loyalty as a Steelers fan, it's just what we do, baby. It's just what we do.
Yeah, true that, man. And that shit at this rate though too, the Giants need a solid linebacker. But that boy Taylor, hey, Taylor is he's a baller too. I think the Giants got a lot to prove on it. Remind you, I know we
Leonard
don't.
Williams. Yo, did you see Leonard Williams? He
Yeah,
got
Leonard Williams
re-signed.
too. He just
Yep,
got re-signed too,
he
man.
did. He
Which is
did.
yeah, which is definitely a solid plus. We need him. He balled out. Definitely, I feel like he should have made the Pro Bowl at least last year, but somehow Evan Ingram made it. We're not going to talk about that though.
Yeah, we've talked about that a couple
We
times
did. We did a prior
on this
episode.
podcast. So I think the the listeners and the patrons of the Paydirt podcast, sponsored by hopefully somebody at some point, uh, they know how they feel. Basically, it's also sponsored by H2O, Gains protein shakes.
Purify.
No free
Purify
shout
the
out.
water.
So if there's a sponsor that
Purify.
wants us and we got listeners to spread the word, yeah, we are in there. And speaking of sponsors and social media, I gotta say it makes me a little sad. I gotta do a little something for my boy Juju. Corvette.
Juju on the beat.
Uh,
I mean, homie's already saying his farewells. Hey
yeah.
Tim, I was gotta say, hey, condolences, bro. No.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you how I feel real quick. He's not a number one receiver. He will command that money because someone will think that, or he's going to take one where he can be the number two receiver. I kind of think maybe Washington football team or like even the Giants or the Jets or somewhere along those lines. Um, I'm I'm kind of thinking that, or I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
LA or something along those lines as well. And just Pittsburgh's not going to re-sign him. They also have James Washington, which he's been fighting for more time. Juju is a phenomenal receiver. The off the field stuff, it is what it is. Do you like it? Do you respect it? I mean,
It's
hey,
all fun and games in
gonna-
one way or another. I
yeah,
guess.
he's gonna have a business long after he stops playing football, which good for him because he's being smart, and he's saying, "Oh, I want to stay in Pittsburgh and this, that, and the other thing." If he does, he would have to take a real team friendly deal, and I don't think he's going to do that. It could happen, but there's probably
You
like
gotta do what Big Ben did,
10%.
basically. Yeah.
10% chance that happens. And you know what? It's okay because the Steelers, their wide receiver core is reloaded. Like it's literally like James Washington's. He's one of the most sure-handed wide receivers on that roster, and they just signed some other people, and they have a new offensive coordinator in Matt Canada, who likes to do a lot of pre-snap motion, more of a college style offense, and you know what I mean. So they're going to revolutionize that offense and retool the offensive line and get a running back, probably a veteran running back. Adrian Peterson expressed interest in the Pittsburgh Steelers, so I would be psyched to have him in there, and then also get like a young running back or something along those lines, just a more efficient running back.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, I can definitely see that, man. All I gotta say too, it would be some shit if Bud Dupree and Juju hop from Pittsburgh to the New York Giants. That just shows you the type of compatibility we have as me.
I would still
as a
wear
Giants
my
fan.
Juju jersey if that was the case.
Hey, in all due respect, man. In all
I
due
couldn't
respect.
find it tonight. I was gonna wear it, but then I felt, you know what? Farewell. I wore my Carmelo Anthony jersey underneath.
Oh. Feeling like a baller today because he said he got the Nuggets. He got the Nugget pack.
Got the Nuggets.
Hey, respect, man, respect. So I could definitely see that. I mean, if you guys pick up Adrian Peterson, I think you would need that veteran running back.
Yeah.
But like you said, though, you would need that more reliable running back that you can just feed the ball on a consistent basis. Because AP's up there too in age, man. Shout out to AP. Kind of had that Frank Gore effect.
He's
For him
had
to still be in the league.
1,500 yards since for the past 2 seasons. So he still has some gas in the tank.
He does. He's not washed up. I'll tell you that. He's definitely.
And he's
not
like,
washed
I'm
up.
outdoing young kids like in the training. He's like, I'm still ready. He was like, I'm ready to go. He was in Detroit last year. He did what he had to do. I wouldn't mind him on the Pittsburgh Steelers or maybe a Kenyon Drake or, just something more of a dynamic running back.
Mm-hmm.
James Conner is a free agent. I think he might go to Miami. They got Myles Gaskin. They can do a lot of different things.
Yeah, they can. Speaking of running backs too, I mean, Mark Ingram to the Houston Texans, man. I think that's another thing to look at. I knew Mark Ingram, he didn't have the year he had prior to last year. He definitely had more of a baller year, I want to say, for the 2019 season. But yeah, Mark Ingram, I believe he signed.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. I believe he signed to Houston. Was it a 2-year deal or 1-year deal? It was a short term deal.
Yeah, let's research it. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think it might be a 1 year.
Yeah, I mean a
one year deal.
Yeah, a little trial period.
1 year. $3 million, which isn't bad. So Duke Johnson got let go of the Texans. He had a game. Fantasy players were real lucky to have him. I think it was versus Detroit. He had so many yards on Thanksgiving. But then they get Mark Ingram. I wouldn't mind the Steelers getting Duke Johnson because he's very dynamic. He can catch, he can run, he can bulldoze.
For real, he's a versatile running back.
Yeah, I don't think having Mark Ingram is going to entice Deshaun Watson to stay with the Texans. I don't think that is going to do the trick. Speaking of that situation, what do you think, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson? The Bears are making the biggest offers for both of them. Do you think the Bears get one of those quarterbacks that they want so badly?
I think they do, man. I feel like if anything, I think the pendulum swing against Mr. Watson. I could see Deshaun going out in Chicago. I really feel like Mr. Unlimited though is going to stay in Seattle. He just wants to create some noise. Some people can call it immature or being petty.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson hates Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll hates Russell Wilson. Well, what's going to happen?
Do they hate each other? Is that the story, man?
You could say that it's not a cordial relationship, and that's got to be that's got to be even more awkward than Deshaun Watson going back into the locker room for Houston. David Culley from the Texans head coaching, he was kind of hinting basically, okay, Deshaun is our quarterback right now, and plans now and whatnot. And it's like, okay, he's just going to be the fall guy for trading Deshaun Watson.
For sure. For sure, and I can really see him running more with that Bears offense in one way or another. I think that they'll have to transition more to how Deshaun plays. I don't think the Bears offense is a perfect fit for Deshaun, but I feel like they'll make that offense around Deshaun in one way or another. So they'll definitely have to alter the play. Definitely have to alter the playbook.
They need a dynamic playmaker up there in Chicago, and I think it's more likely that Russell Wilson gets put to Chicago. I don't see that. I don't see a situation where he's able to go back to Seattle and be good though, because he basically embarrassed the offensive line, everything that Pete Carroll, just because he's not able to do his thing, the running game. Like, he wants an offense that's built around him. He wants to be treated. He said he wants to be treated like a top 5, not a top 10 quarterback. And I was like, oh, okay, Mr. Unlimited.
Hey, bro, that's a fact. But it's funny though.
Unlimited.
Quote unquote unlimited though. He might be hitting. I don't think he got hot spot though. Because he might end up in a hot spot like Miami. I know that's big talk right now.
The Steelers and the Seahawks, bro. I wanted to talk about this for so long. Because of like what we were talking about on the podcast before. They were literally the same team. They were so good for the first 11, 12. Then something happened and like the offense just, whew. Dude, same thing with Russell Wilson. He was so good. Everyone, and then just like, whoa, he just nothing. We all knew the Rams were going to win versus, when they played the Seahawks. It's just, we all knew.
Yeah, nah, that's for sure, man. You gotta expect the unexpected. I'm looking at one potential trade I'm looking at the moment. They're saying the quickest way for the Seahawks to retool while remaining a championship caliber team. They're saying Russell Wilson in Miami, man, for obviously Tua, which to me Tua actually looks like a little Russell Wilson Jr. in one way or another. Not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
They're saying Seahawks can get Tua, the number 18 pick, the number 81 pick, and the first round pick. First and foremost, a first round pick, the number 18 pick, a number 81 pick, along with Tua. If the Seahawks still want to remain a elite caliber team, and all the Dolphins will get was Russell Wilson. So one way or another.
Okay, so the Dolphins receive Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as the Seahawks, what they give up. Right, or the Seahawks give up Russell Wilson. What do the Seahawks get? The 18th pick, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 18th pick, Tua. What were the other ones?
And then we got looks like the number 81 pick. Looks like a third round pick.
Okay.
All in all.
Okay.
I would say for foremost is going to be their first 3 picks for this year's draft and Tua.
Okay. For Russell Wilson?
For Russell Wilson. What you think about that, TimboSlice?
And then Deshaun goes to the Panthers.
That would be some shit right there.
Imagine him and CMC together at the Panthers like that. That would be absolutely absurd.
That's like
they should be running
James Harden and KD being on the Brooklyn Nets right now, or Kyrie and KD, whatever duo you want to pick.
Speaking of the NBA, like we touched on Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin went to the Nets, bro.
Yeah, Griffin to Brooklyn, man.
Yeah, he's in. So you think the Nets beat LeBron? Imagine that, 4 All-Stars, 4 of them.
That's what it takes, man, to beat King James, the kid from Akron. Wow, they got a high potential too. I think it's gonna happen. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Brooklyn couldn't gonna run away with this championship. I know Anthony Davis, AD, he's going in and out with his injury. I believe it's a calf or a foot or something of that nature.
Yeah.
Best believe he's gonna be 100% by the playoffs start. They're gonna load manage, do whatever they got to do to have Anthony Davis ready for the playoff run. I mean, if you look at the Lakers right now, it's LeBron and who in one way or another, but that's what LeBron does though. At the end of the day, I mean, he did it with Cleveland. So I definitely think he can do it again with Lakers, with LA. I mean, they did it last year one way or another. Unfortunately, though, they lost a couple veteran players. I know Rajon Rondo, he's
Yeah,
not on the Lakers no more, things of that nature. Obviously, wasn't the baller he was, but having those vets, especially for the playoffs, is big. They
super
call him
key.
playoff Rondo for no reason.
True,
You know what I'm saying?
true.
But
Yeah,
I
bro.
hey BK man, hey New York stand up, bro. New York, bro. Let's get Juju. Let's get Bud Dupree, man.
Yeah,
Brooklyn winning the NBA
what do you think?
championship.
What do you think, bro?
New
Who do
York
you
back
think
in the
winning the
building,
NBA? I
man.
mean, we don't really talk about it too much until the playoffs. But what do you think? What do you think? Who's winning the NBA title?
Hey, as of now, man, I definitely gotta put Brooklyn up there. LA forever will not go anywhere. I mean, you got LeBron, you got to say both LAs, even the Clippers, man. The Clippers are still balling out. Their record right now isn't the best. I believe there's just a few games over 500. But like I said, with all these elite teams, I mean, when you have these elite players, they just wait till the pressure is on, and that's when they choose to perform.
That
I
they
mean,
do.
you know
That
what I'm
they do.
saying? I know
Uh,
Paul George was on a milk carton for last playoffs,
yeah.
but I feel like that
Missing in action.
Nah, I'm saying he went AWOL, but I feel like that type of scrutiny though that players receive when their
Mhm.
backs against the wall, they just perform even better when it's time to do it again. So I feel like Paul George is definitely going to show up again, show up for this year's playoffs. I definitely say, I mean, the Lakers, the Clippers, the Nets,
Yeah,
they definitely got some great potential to do it again,
they
man.
do. You think LeBron makes it to the finals again? You think he's going to be like Brady? Like he's, I want him to be up in that Mount Rushmore. You know?
I mean, in one way or another, he already is. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
Space Jam is coming soon too. Just
You
he's playing
actually
with
was it?
aliens at this point.
Did we talk about that last episode? I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
believe
I'm
so.
not
I don't
sure.
believe so. No.
Yeah, well, okay, this is a good time to talk about it. You saw the bunny. They made her less look like a female and curvy and whatnot to
Hey, they
cater
canceled.
to
They
the
canceled
team.
Pepe Le
Yeah,
Pew too, man.
Pepe La Pew.
They canceled him, man.
Yeah, you know why? Because people were calling Joe Biden Pepe La Pew,
That
Pepe La Pew.
was an executive order from
It was
Biden.
straight
He's
from the
like, I'm
top.
tired of them comparing me to Pepe Le Pew. Just cancel. We don't talk about it
They're
anymore.
putting it on images of different things. Just people, if you're out there, just look it up. We won't we
Yeah,
won't
they,
get
they
into it.
yeah they know the vibes, man. They know the
They
vibes
they do they
in
do.
one way or another.
So getting uh getting to running it back. Uh, Aaron Jones signs for 4 years with Green Bay. I think Green Bay did good by him. They want to keep that team together. Aaron Jones is a phenomenal running back, tons of value.
It's a
Him
fact.
and Aaron Rodgers are very tight. I'm excited for Aaron Jones and also Aaron Rodgers up in Green Bay.
Yeah, man. Aaron's are back in the building. And I'm just curious though too, see what Mr. Rogers is going to demand from the Green Bay organization, because as you see, he does what he has to do every year. It's just him not having that full around 360 team to get him to that Super Bowl. I mean, they're almost just there. There's a season that just happened,
And again,
but
and they have to address those things because if they don't, they're gonna go to the NFC Championship game again and then get walloped again.
exactly, and I feel like that's how exactly Russell Wilson feels about it. That's why he made his public statement just in regards to the Seahawks offensive line.
Yep.
But I feel like though the Green Bay is definitely working with Mr. Rogers just behind the scenes and is trying to get him what he needs. We'll see who they pick up free agency and for these upcoming draft picks.
Yeah. In the draft, they need to draft someone good on defense. They need
Mm-hmm.
they need some more killers on there. Getting their offensive, or I'm sorry, not their offensive coordinator, their defensive coordinator out of there and getting a new
Yeah.
defensive coordinator is definitely what they need to do. But at the
Mm.
same time, they definitely need to address some things in free agency. Um,
Nah, it's
when
a fact, bro.
you know what they're gonna do really well
I
again. They're
mean,
up in the elite squads. They're in that top
hey, what
five tier teams.
exactly, bro? I mean, if it wasn't for the GOAT, TB12, whatever you want to call him, Tampa Bay, Aaron Rodgers would have been in the Super Bowl this year. Point blank period. Point blank
Stop.
period.
I was listening to a podcast today, and they're talking about Tom Brady, like what he had to do. He went through obviously Taylor Heineke and like he playing his best game ever, right, in the playoffs with a 9-7 Tampa Bay team.
Yep.
He went through Heineke playing his best game ever. He went through Drew, Aaron Rodgers, and then Patrick Mahomes
Bro, that's unheard of. That's not normal.
to get his
That's not
seventh ring.
normal, bro. That's not normal.
And he just signed an extension like we were talking about before.
And how listen, we don't want to talk about the GOAT too much. We hear his name everywhere.
Yeah.
But how old is the man again?
43. Speaking of someone that used to be in New England, Cam Newton getting re-signed.
Yes, sir.
What did you think about this?
I was surprised actually. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Me too.
I was definitely surprised, but I think it just shows you though, the fondness that Bill Belichick actually has of Cam Newton.
Yeah, they're tight. They're tight.
They are.
We talked about it on the with the I Am Athlete podcast last time. They're tight, and I think getting Cam some weapons there is going to do much better for him, and he has some running talent. So the
Patriots picked up that Pro Bowl offensive lineman, right?
Yeah, he just Trent Brown.
That's right. Yep.
And then they just actually made 2 trades with the Texans. Now it's all coming back to me.
Yep,
we gotta hold on.
Elaborate on that, TimboSlice.
We are definitely getting on that. Patriots trade to the Texans. They made 2 moves. I think Belichick is playing checkers because Jack Eastbury and Casario down there, and they used to work for New England. Patriots trade their offensive tackle Marcus Cannon to the Texans in draft pick swap. The New England Patriots made several big moves in the past couple of days. Let's see. The Texans and Patriots are swapping picks in the 4th, 5th, and 6th round. Cannon was drafted by the Patriots in the 5th round in the 2011. He was part of 3 Super Bowl teams for New England. He's just like, yep, and get him out of here. That's hilarious. And then Marcus Cannon, there was another one too. Okay, did you find it?
I'm looking right now. Hold on one moment.
Yeah, Marcus Cannon. There's also another one they agreed to another deal.
I was just reading it. Let's see. So many moving pieces.
There's a
it's
lot.
Hard to keep up.
It really is. Yeah, that's the only one I see, but I was pretty sure. Well, obviously the Trent Brown one, we saw that, but there's also another move made. I can't seem to find it.
Did you mention Marcus Cannon?
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's that. I think
Marcus Cannon to the Texans, man, for a few for a 4th, 5th, and 6th round pick.
That's because Trent Brown is coming and he's like, yep, I'm gonna get you back on a cheaper deal from the Raiders from John Gruden.
Hey man, it's funny, bro. Money talks, baby. What's loyalty when there's money involved? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not even. I don't know what TimboSlice is doing over there. He's either playing Connect 4, but as you see,
you got to put the things on the board.
That's right.
Move the pieces.
Yeah, bro. Too many moving pieces though, and that's the thing.
Too many.
I mean, and that right there though, the Patriots is gonna get more powerful for that with more draft picks, man, and just giving up just Marcus Cannon, but they got Trent Brown coming in.
Another crazy thing as well was the Chiefs cutting both their starting tackles. They're gonna get jobs somewhere else just because of who they are, but that was a crazy move to clear up. I think it was like 19 or 20 million in cap space. There's been a lot of cap casualties in this past massacre week in the NFL.
Bro, for real, man. It just shows you though what matters though. What you want? You want money or you want championships? At the end of the day,
you want that ring.
Exactly, and that ring is going to be worth money. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win. And I think Patrick Mahomes, he's already been doing it on Kansas City. He already knew the vibes. He didn't. He know it's crazy to say Patrick Mahomes is kind of worth more than what his contract is now in one way or another.
Without a doubt, the intangibles as well.
Exactly, because like I said, if it wasn't for Tom Brady Aaron Rodgers has been in the Super Bowl. And at the same time, though, if it wasn't for Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes would have his second ring back to back, and he would have two-peated. Point.
Yep. If not for Tom Brady, there is a lot of times we can say that, my friend.
Yep. And I tell you right now, man, I feel like to transition back to the NBA real quick, LeBron would have more rings. LeBron probably at least have 6 rings right now if it wasn't for Steph Curry, man.
Yo,
I always say Steph Curry came in the NBA and he draked the game. Let's remind you, Steph Curry got 3 rings, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, he hasn't been in the league as long as LeBron, so and he only has 1 less than him now. And Steph Curry nowhere. He's still balling out this year.
I think
best shooter ever in the game.
Yo, I think LeBron he gets 2 more before he retires. That's my
I hope so, man.
I really do for his legacy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But I feel like a lot of these teams are trying to stop that. So we'll see what
Brooklyn obviously. Mm-hmm. God damn.
I mean, that's something I get Philly. Philly's still balling out too, man.
Blake Griffin was like, I will take the vet minimum to go there for the rest of the season.
Hey, he knew the vibes.
That's some shit, bro. That's some shit.
That's your transition, man. It's either you want the money or you want the championships. And I feel like a lot of players, some players are realizing that, and some don't care. And I was actually watching I know we mentioned the I Am Athlete podcast earlier.
Yep.
I know Chad Johnson and Brandon Marshall were talking about it, and they were just talking about this experience in the league, and just there's usually 2 different type of attitudes of the players in the league. Mm-hmm. One is they're humble, they want to win championships, they love the game, they're passionate about it, and it stays like that all throughout their career in the NFL. But then you just have the other individuals who do not care. Business is business to them. Give me my money. I want it now. If you don't give me my money, I'll just go to another team. Even if that team just went 0-16 last year, I don't care. They're cutting me the check. So I guess it's just a whole mentality thing, man, at the end of the day. And so we'll see what happens, man. I feel like this upcoming NFL season is going to be a quite interesting one, and we'll see. I feel like the final pieces aren't going to fall in place so after the draft.
I think so, and also, I mean, this week coming up, we're gonna have a lot of updates, dude. Because also at the same time, it's the legal tampering period starts literally tomorrow, and technically today when you guys see this, March 15th, and the league year starts on the 17th, and free agents where they're going. So we're over here at the Paydirt podcast. We are going to be very, very busy. We are going to get you guys an episode later in the week to update you on all the crazy shit that's been going on. I can barely
keep up last week, man. It's just going to be more happening this next week coming up. So
yeah,
I'm excited though.
There was a lot of cuts being made, different cap casualties. Going through, Trey Lance had a phenomenal pro day. There was a lot of teams there. The Steelers were high on Travis Etienne, which I like that. I like that as a rookie. Man, listen.
Hey, even Khalil Mack. I don't know. Did you mention Khalil Mack earlier, TimboSlice?
Oh, Khalil Mack, yeah. I wonder if he's gonna have to be included in the trade for Russ if he goes, because I'm like basically if you do that, you're just flip flopping. Now you're gonna have a bad defense.
That's true. I feel like they'll do anything to keep Mack and still try to get Russell. I feel like they'll give up everything besides Khalil Mack just to get Russell. To be honest with you,
I agree.
In one way or another, but Khalil Mack 100% even altered his base salary just to convert more cap space for the Bears. So hey, we'll see what happens. No, Khalil Mack and safety Eddie Jackson, offensive line Cody Whitehair. They altered their signing bonuses in one way just to create more cap space for Chicago. Cool. So that just shows Chicago's they're aiming for something big, man.
Yeah, they want Russell or they want Deshaun. They are going all in for that right now. Yeah, I mean, as far as the NFL, that wraps it up. This past recap, there
madness, baby. It's been madness, man.
In Selection Sunday, is today.
Speaking of madness,
we're gonna Donnie, you gonna do a bracket, bro? I already got a couple offers from people. I think I'm gonna, so that I have some vested interest in these games versus teams I've never even watched.
Like I said, this is not an AAU tournament, man. Yeah, I'll definitely.
This is the whole thing, the big to do,
the big dance, baby. It's I mean, they're putting. I don't know what they're putting in the punch in this big dance this year, because it's definitely going to be different considering there's no fans, Duke is not in it.
Oh, there, yeah. Duke's not in
Are,
it.
is there going to be fans with a certain
Yeah,
capacity?
25% capacity.
25%. Okay.
Yep,
See,
yep.
I like that better than nothing. I like that better than 0%.
Yeah, 50% capacity in the restaurants around Indianapolis and all that. So the world is opening up, and we're going to start seeing things here. It's been real nice out too, bro. In
It's
wrapping up,
beautiful.
you know,
Beautiful.
down where you are, you guys got a team from North
Yes, yes,
North. What
sir.
is it? What
With
is it?
Norfolk State, baby, down in the
Oh, okay, okay.
757, baby. Norfolk
What
State.
seed is Norfolk?
They're the number 16 seed, man, and Cinderella stories are the best stories, and anything is possible at this point. I could tell you that. Yep, Norfolk State will be in the March Madness tournament. Shout out to Norfolk, right outside of Virginia Beach, Virginia. They will be in the tournament at a 16
Really?
seed. Yep. Hey, it'll be exciting to watch, man. Um, they actually they've been a decent basketball not excuse me, not decent. They've been a good basketball program for the past few years.
Oh,
They actually
really?
made the tournament too. I want to say it was 2017. Don't get me wrong. Within the past 5 years. NSU made it to the tournament before, so it's
Okay.
nothing new. But they'll be going in there as a 16 seed. Who are they playing? That's the real question. Let me
Yeah.
see right now for all my 757
Yeah, let's
cats.
pull up. We're gonna pull up the brackets right now, peeps.
Yeah, I was excited to see that, man. I mean, like you said, a lot of teams we never heard of, but at this rate,
It's
anything
like
is possible.
anything is possible. Um, yeah, dude. So you got a team in there. I'm definitely gonna do some brackets and bet on it. You know what? Why not? It gives you something to watch.
Hey, you might as well, man. It doesn't hurt. I mean, I'm definitely gonna do a bracket. If it's for money, for sure, I'm with it. If it's for fun, it's even better too. So
Yeah. I
I'll
mean,
definitely be filling out a
I love for
bracket.
money just to, you know what I mean, just to have just to have some skin in the game, you know. It's just which is fun to me. Oh, Norfolk State or Appalachian State are going to
That's right.
face
So it's still,
Gonzaga.
yep, it's still 50-50 at the
They
moment.
have
That's
to
You're
do
right.
a playing game, don't they?
Yep, that's right. Of course they do, man. I feel like that's the only. Oh no, okay.
16
That's
and 7 versus Appalachian State 17-11. Okay, Norfolk State, you
Yes,
got
sir.
this. Let's
Yes,
go.
sir. Yeah,
Beat
I'll
Appalachian
definitely be
State.
rooting for them. Hell yeah, I'll definitely be rooting for them, man. I know Appalachian State too been a decent, good, decently good basketball program too the past few years. I know they made it to March Madness here
Mhm.
and there for the past few years. Beating Gonzaga, I mean, I feel like at this rate anything is possible. I haven't been paying much attention to college basketball. I have been
Yeah.
this year, so I can't speak too much
Michigan
on
is
it.
a force to be reckoned with right now. Jawan Howard, the Michigan legend and coach, literally said you could see on the TV he got ejected in techno foul. He literally said to a ref or somebody out there, "I will fuck you up." You could see on his, "I will."
Oh, he got gangster.
Like yeah, oh
Yeah, he
yeah,
got
and
gangster.
that team is a team to be reckoned with. Them Florida State, Georgetown is they're not as good as they were, but they could make a Michigan State. Texas is looking good they're a 3 seed. Alabama's a 2 seed. That's unexpected. Iowa's a
Yep.
2 seed. They got some dogs on there.
Yep, I'm
Um,
seeing the one seeds right now. The one seeds are going to be Illinois. It looks like, and Gonzaga, like we said, Baylor, and
yep.
looks like it's going to be
Baylor
Michigan,
is
like
the
you
real
said.
deal.
Hey, shout out to
Um,
Hawkeyes too. See Iowa Hawkeyes in there. One of our
yep.
good
Shout
friends
out
of
Jordan
ours.
Canzeri,
Yes,
even though he
sir.
didn't play
Yes.
basketball, he played
Yeah,
football.
for the
But
football program
yeah,
too.
Ohio
Solid
State
school.
is pretty good.
Number 2 seed Ohio
Illinois,
State. Shout out to Virginia too. The Cavaliers.
yep,
Virginia got a few schools in this March Madness. I see
they
VCU
do.
as a number 10 seed.
Villanova's legit.
That's right.
Shout out my guy Sean. He's a huge Villanova fan. Let's see. Uh, damn, we Winthrop. I've never heard of them, but they're 23-1 and they're a 12 seed.
Th-
Okay, okay,
they
they
sound
gotta play
familiar.
Villanova.
Winthrop sounds familiar. I'm looking at this one right here though. Sorry if I butchered this name. Wherever this college is, Saint Bonaventura. St. Bonaventura, number 9 seed, looks like they're going to be playing LSU, the number 8 seed.
Oh,
No idea where that
on
school
the
is.
other side of the bracket.
Yeah,
Yep.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm seeing A Bill Christian also. I'm not too familiar with that one. Sounds like one of those private schools.
Yeah. They
With
only let in.
all boys.
They only
No
let in
co-ed
a certain criteria.
in one way or another.
You know.
Hey, shout out to Loyola Chicago too. I believe they made it. Well, I don't know if it was last year or the year before. But they made it to the Sweet 16, man, as like a number 16 or like 14 seed, one of those very low ranking seed, and they made it and make it into the Sweet 16. So shout out to Loyola.
Oh, St. Bonaventure. That's what you were talking about.
Yep, St. Bonaventure. That's how.
Yeah,
there
16-4 versus LSU. Not 6. Okay.
you got Rutgers back.
Yeah,
in it too.
I think we're gonna have to fill out a bracket for the Paydirt podcast and see how we do.
We're definitely speaking on more March Madness.
Me and you, Donnie. We'll go head to head.
Let's go ahead. Hey, it's
we'll
only
put a
right,
bet
man.
on it. $10. Me and you for all the fans out there.
The financial statement will be confidential. We can make it happen, man.
All right.
If I'm doing a bet against TimboSlice, best believe I'm just trying to take his soul. I'm trying to. You know what, bro? Let's put our stimmies up. Let's put our whole.
It might already be spent. Easy.
Ooh.
Invest. It might already be invested. Let me say that.
Here we go. Okay, invest. That's better. That's better. He invested it. That's what I like to hear, man. I mean, I hope everybody's happy. Yeah, stimulus checks are coming. Space Jam movies coming out. I mean, a lot of things happening. World's kind of opening back up again. Yep.
Yeah,
man.
life is good.
Hopefully, just keep progressing from here, man.
Yep.
Hell yeah,
We're
man.
a little time closer to us, me pulling up and you also pulling up here. So
yes, sir.
One week closer, and then we can do a live episode together again.
Hey, bro, that's a fact. We're due, man. We're due.
Yeah.
I feel like the synergy will be a lot different, so that'll definitely be something fun to do. Once this weather gets better too, just believe too. We talking about more baseball also. The MLB season's back in full effect.
Spring training is happening. I'm a Yankees fan. Donnie, you got a team you're following?
I'm Yankees all day, baby. I'm Yankees all day, man. Yankees fan. I bleed different shades of blue, man. I bleed navy blue. Shout out to my Yankees, and I bleed royal blue. Shout out to my Giants. So I've been a Yankees fan for life, man. So hopefully they do big things this year. The
Yankees are something. They're contenders, bro. They're definite contenders. Because they got Garrett Cole.
They're pretty good.
They got Kluber. They're doing well.
Yep.
They're doing
well. Aaron Judge still doing his thing, man. Yep. And my boy Boone.
Yeah,
Boone is a great coach, man. I think he's finding those missing pieces that the Yankees need.
Yeah.
I feel like they're literally almost there last year.
The starting pitching is so much more solid.
Key. Exactly.
We still have Luis Severino on the injured list. He'll be coming back in July. Like he's an ace, and we already have Garrett Cole, Corey Kluber. Like this is all going to work out phenomenal, my dude. I want to see a championship, and they're going for it. I've been a Yankee fan all my life. Donnie, I know we talk about NFL, but I fell in love with baseball first because I couldn't skate on the ice, so I took a glove. I know you played hockey. My dad played hockey. My brothers played hockey. I played baseball and football. Fun fact. You played hockey, Donnie.
I did, man. I played hockey for my hockey goers out there. I played from squirts to bantams.
Wow.
So yeah, I played for about 4 or 5 years, man. I played right wing. No lie, man. To this day, I always say people may not know it. But hockey probably is my second favorite sport. I still got to put football right there, but hockey is right under it.
Gotta love it. If you had a team, what team would you follow?
If I had a team, I do have a team. It's the New York Rangers for life, baby.
Okay.
I'm a Rangers fan, man.
Same.
Hey, you know the vibes, bro. You know the vibe. I'm a big Rangers fan. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been an avid watcher lately. It's been working lately a lot, y'all. I know the season's in full effect right now.
Doing well, I believe. Yeah.
Where they at in the standings? Where the Rangers at in the standings?
My dad is a huge Rangers fan.
I respect it.
Yeah, the Rangers. Ah, man, they just got beat 4-0. They beat the Bruins. They beat the Bruins 4-0.
It's always good when we beat Chicago, man.
Hell,
That's what.
the
Excuse me,
Bruins.
Boston,
Yeah, I was like,
Boston.
what? That's
I
the
know my hockey
Blackhawks,
teams. Don't
son.
worry, Boston. Word, Boston.
Jeez. Yeah, they're doing well. So I'm excited for them. That's another good team to do that. All right, y'all.
Yeah, man.
So, Donnie, is there anything else you wanted to touch on? Anything that happened this week that you want to get into and talk about? Because we're gonna do some short episodes for you guys, like we were saying, and some longer ones. Well, anything else you want to get into, Donnie?
Nothing particular, man. I just want everyone to get out there. I mean, springtime's right around the corner. I just want everyone to get out there and
Get out, get your vitamin D.
Real,
Start feeling good. Start
real,
exercising. Feel
real,
good
man.
about yourself. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Especially with the world opening back up. Stimmies are coming in for people who qualified. I mean, you can't say everyone's getting one, but a lot of people are. But I just say, hey, man, just end of the day, bro, I just want to tell people, hey, yo, be you, do you. But at the same time, though, work smarter, not harder. Because at the end of the day, man,
invest in yourself and the people around you and the people that you love.
Exactly. That's what it's all about, bro. And that's what makes the world go around.
I love it. So, anything else for the people, Donnie?
And no, man, just know with this Paydirt podcast, we have more to come. More March Madness talk, more basketball talk, more hockey talk.
Like and subscribe to our YouTube, also our Instagram, Twitter at the Paydirt podcast. We
SoundCloud too.
We try to keep up as much as we possibly can and update. Have SoundCloud, YouTube, share with your friends, even if you don't necessarily like football and that whatnot. We also do the current events and different things. Share it with someone who you think will like it. Be a friend, tell a friend. Here
exactly.
Podcast.
And real quick too, because I love how you ended on that note. All about positivity and fun. I gotta ask you, man, because I watched this one movie the other day. I couldn't even finish it.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all have watching the new Coming to America on Amazon Prime now.
Tough watch, huh?
Tough watch, bro. Tough watch. I know it's getting a lot of mixed reviews right now. My personal experience is more negative reviews than positive reviews. To me, man, Coming to America was cool. I'm kind of upset with Eddie Murphy, but hey, it is what it is. It seemed like a parody.
Why?
It seemed like the movie seemed like a parody.
Oh, okay. It seemed like a parody when you did that. That's interesting.
Bro, it was just doing too much. They could have took the storyline and persuaded it one way. They could have used the daughter more and kind of maybe told her background story one way or another, but they didn't do that. They just did just a lot of just random stuff in one way or another. I mean, it had a lot of celebrity appearances, I guess, which is cool, but just the storyline
wasn't the same. It wasn't the same.
Hell nah. I know too. It's hard to remake a classic. You can't, but they could have done better
for sure. Yeah, they put some out. They could have had a better product for sure.
It's crazy though, because that's actually one of the most streamed movies actually so far during this pandemic. I forget
really?
how many.
I was gonna, but I hadn't heard good things about it too. So I was like,
you ain't missing out. You ain't missing out on nothing.
Yeah,
yeah. Hey, but listen, I don't want to be persuade anyone not to watch it. They haven't watched it yet. Just know I just watched Come to America. I know it's one of the latest movies that just came out that you can watch the stream. Wasn't a big fan of it, but I do want our viewers and listeners to watch it. Let us know what you think of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have been watching any shows.
Tom and Jerry came out. That was a
true.
good,
I did see that on HBO Max.
Yep. I'm waiting for Kong versus Godzilla. I'm
that's gonna be epic. Yep. I did see that. That and Mortal Kombat too. I believe got a movie coming out also.
Finish him.
Yep. We can't forget about Space Jam too. Obviously with LeBron James. Hopefully that's not. It's not as corny.
Space Jam coming out?
I'm not sure. I think it might be late spring. Definitely by the summertime. I know LeBron kind of mentioned earlier on his Instagram that they kind of finished up shooting the movie. So I'm assuming it's coming out soon. It's funny because
July 16th, actually.
middle of the summer, of course, middle of the summer.
Middle of the summer.
Yeah, it's
Middle
only
of the
right, man.
summer.
Right, it's only right, man.
You remember Fabulous.
Hey, of course, man, and Meek
Middle
Mill
of the
too,
summer.
bro.
Hey,
Middle of the
let's
summer,
go.
bro.
Middle of the summer.
Yeah, I can't
My
wait.
man.
Hopefully, that's when I'll see Slice ugly ass live and direct,
Yo,
man.
yes,
Like you said, we'll do a podcast together. So
we'll do a podcast on the beach.
Oh, it's
in
only
Virginia,
right.
In Virginia Beach.
Hell yeah.
We'll sit on there and we'll be kicking it.
That's a must. That's a must.
Good to go.
Hey, a
I'm
pina colada and our vitamins, bro. That's all we would need, man.
And the vitamins, baby. In the vitamins. The CBD. Shout out any CBD company, CBD, MD, CBD upstate, anything, sponsor us. We're looking for anything we could help anybody with. But
we're upcoming, man. Young and upcoming. So
we are.
It's only gonna get better from here. It's only gonna get better from here.
We are.
To the moon, baby. To the moon.
Here we go. So it's Sunday night. I hope everyone has a blessed week.
And hey, happy St. Patty's Day too, y'all.
Yep.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
We'll probably see the people before that. I would imagine, but
yeah, that's the plan.
Have a great blessed week. Have the best Monday of your entire life. This is your boy TimboSlice,
the Donfather. It's been fun, man. It's been fun.
It's been real.
Bless.
We are out.